Hey guys, what's up? It's Dragonfly Jake, and today we're going to be talking about my personal favorite 3 best places to get loot in Dayz Standalone. Now, one of these places I actually have a pretty substantial amount of views on a video talking about it. So basically, these 3 places are going to cover the 3 car lines that exist in the world of Trinaris. Now, some of them you may have already heard of, some of them you may have not, and some of you may have known about all of them. If you know about all of them, props to you. Hope you have had good luck in the past getting loot here. In fact, I know you have, because these 3 places are amazing. So, the 3 different places. We're going to start off with the first one, which sits at Kaminka. Now, I say it sits at Kaminka, and that's not completely true. It's actually down the road from Kaminka, basically to the west. You're going to run on down that road, and all these 3 places are actually fairly, they're pretty, alone from the rest of the world, which is kind of interesting. So if you go on down this road, you're going to find yourself sitting at the Kaminka military base and the Kaminka car line. Now, I have a name for it that way. Otherwise, it's just known as like a military base with a bunch of crashed cars around it. But you're going to find, over 20 cars, maybe way more than that. I'm not even sure. I haven't counted in a row here. And this is the spot I did a video on, actually. But you're going to find so many cars on this freaking road, all full of awesome loot. And it's just amazing. So, on top of all the loot you find, you actually will even find a couple tents for the military base there. I believe like 5, maybe 6. So, you have the potential for military loot, but really the star of the show here is the car crash. So, it may be worth your run to run on down this road for a long time if you want some guaranteed loot on a pop server. Anyways, that's one good place to check. And after you check there, you then need to head on up the map, or head on up the world, go through Pavlovo, go through the Machine Co tents, and you'll find yourself at the next stop on this list of 3 best places. And this next stop is the Lopatino car line. So basically, these car lines are, it's a term I've kind of been using. There's no really official name for them. Anyways, the Lopatino car line is just, you go down, if you go from actually Lopatino, which is the nearest city to it, you're going to find yourself on this super long stretch of road. And you'll be running down it. And basically, if you looked at it without looking at a map or hearing about it, you basically would never go down this road. There's no reason to go down the road. It doesn't look like there's anything down there, especially considering there's no other crashed cars until you hit the line of like 40 of them. So it really doesn't make a lot of sense. So to be honest, it's kind of hidden, except for the fact that everybody knows about it. So let me just put it that way. So you run down this road, looks like there's nothing coming, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it opens up, and there's 20, 30, 40 cars in a row, and then halfway through it, just like the Kaminka one, you're going to find 4 tents, I believe, maybe 5. And it's in the middle of it. There's more cars on the other side of it. So you can check these tents. Again, there's the possibility of military loot, such as, AKs. I don't believe M4s can spawn here, but definitely M4 ammo. Just tons of awesome gear can spawn here, especially with the fact that you're up in the northern part of the map, the northwest part of the map. So in these locations, they're spawning a higher quantity of loot than the rest of the map. Not in the entire rest, but in the majority of like the coast, Starro, Yay, Bears, those kind of areas. So check this area, check every single car, every time you walk up to a freaking pair of pants, every time you walk up to a nice raincoat, a backpack, whatever it is, press tab, check inside that, and you will find maybe some food, some ammo, whatever, because not all the stuff is spawning loose. You're going to be like, man, there's just a bunch of freaking clothes here. No, look inside the clothes. That's where the good stuff is. So make sure you're checking all these cars, make sure you check the military zone, and make sure you're a little bit sneaky, because these places are starting to become pretty, much of a hotspot for people to go check loot for. So that's the first 2. The last one on here, which in my opinion is the least known car line or car crash line, however you want to word it. It looks like there's basically a traffic jam is what all these look like, and then the zombies came in and killed everybody. Anyways, last one on the list is the Tizzy car line. This car line you find, right above Tizzy, almost to the edge of the map. Like if you run to the very last car on this car line and then run another 3-4 minutes up there, you're going to find yourself at the edge of the map, which is pretty crazy. Anyways, in this location, there are no tents, although there are some like weirdly military-themed like tables and like tent overhangs, but they're not actually like tents for military loot. But either way, you're way up in the north of the map. These spawn very like high amount of stuff. So check the clothes, check the trunks, check everything. And all the in the videos I'm showing you here, you'll see I do already have a lot of gear, so you're not going to see me actually picking up a ton of stuff. But hopefully you're seeing that inside these clothes, inside these cars, there is gear. And honestly, anywhere in the map you find cars, you should be checking them, because cars have a pretty good spawn of loot. So yeah, these are the 3 best places to find loot in Dayz Standalone. Now, not that you can't find good loot other places, not that it has the best military loot. The best military loot, honestly, is going to be always at Tizzy, or always at Northwest Airfield, or, these places like that. But I'm talking just loot in general. If we're talking military loot, you find yourself a different video. This is loot in general, your backpacks, your food, because food, once they fix the apple glitch, food's going to become an issue again. Once you're fully geared, you need to stock up on food still. And when there's no apple glitch anymore, go to these places. You're going to find yourself with food for days. Honestly, there's your ammo there that's fairly common. Because certain ammos you aren't going to find at military bases too much. Like Winchester ammo, I think you can find, but you can definitely find Winchester ammo in these cars. You can find shotgun shells, 357 ammo, 9mm all the time, that kind of stuff. In fact, I find some of that stuff in these clips in the videos, and if you didn't see that, go ahead and rewind. You can see the kind of loot I got if you weren't paying attention. Anyways, guys, go check these places out. Drop a comment. Let me know what kind of stuff you found here, what kind of luck you've had at these car lines. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more Dayz content. I hope to see all of you in my next video. For any of you guys that are actually big fans of the channel, or small fans, or what kind of fan you are, I don't really care. Ceiling fans, it doesn't really matter. I thought I'd go ahead and give everybody an update for the future of my channel. Basically, I'm now in college, and I'm actually have a dorm mate. I have a dorm roommate. I've moved my whole setup, microphone and everything to this college. I can't tell you guys what college it is. Of course, that's kind of weird. Have you guys come and creep on me? Just kidding. I trust you guys. But anyways, and I'm going to try to stick to my schedule of a video every 3 days, and I'm going to attempt to keep on streaming because if none of you know, I do host a live stream on YouTube, 2 to 3 times a week. Right now, all the freshman, orientation events, all that stuff is going on, so it's a little hectic, and it's very hard to get videos out. In fact, this recording I had now seems rushed, and that's honestly because, it was very hard to squeeze it in when my roommate wasn't in the room. But as everything calms down, he'll be hanging with his girlfriend, etc., and I hope to catch back up and get videos recorded. So I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to make more YouTube videos, and I thank you guys for watching, especially if you're at this point in the video. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching.